And Marisol, you know, we do have a consensus on this show. We say it a lot.
Yes, we do.
There are two things that always unify us, music and food.
Hear, hear.
So today we're going to address the latter with the help of two spectacular women.
Yes, spectacular indeed. Roya Shariat and her mother, or Maman and Gita Sadeh, are powerhouses individually. Collectively, they are supernovas. They wrote and created a story of resilience, friendship, hope, and love. Now, they call it a cookbook, and I guess it is because there are some recipes in there. It is called Maman and Me, Recipes from Our Iranian American Family, and they are coming back to New York Living.
Yay!
Hello.
This
is
is perfect.
So Roya has been on before. This is your first foray. You missed the first
I
time.
know.
So this
You
is
really
glad
missed
I'm here.
out.
Yes, I was.
perfect.
I haven't lived it down
This
since.
is perfect. Now, normally we do food demos and we get the big table out, but we thought, you know what? We're four gals
Let's
catching
be
up.
ladies for lunch.
We have a beautiful spread. Can we just take a look at the spread? We're going to talk about it a little bit later. But this looks delicious. Talk to us about what you call this love letter of a cookbook.
It's an honor to be here and to celebrate my mom with this beautiful cookbook. It's all about the cooking I was raised with, Iranian American cooking, cooking as we have in this country, as we've changed it, adapted it. And it's a love letter to immigrant parents everywhere who kind of keep their families and traditions alive through food.
I love this.
And so you got, obviously you got this, you got it from your mama. So
I did.
I want to know what role food played with you, Maman, particularly growing up, if it had, whether making the food or preparing it, how it relates to your life.
As far as I remember, when I was old enough to stand close to a stove, Mama was teaching us, and she was in love with cooking, and I got the love from her, cooking different kind of food and dessert. Every afternoon, coming back from school home, we had something new, so we were looking to come back home and sit together. That was very important for our family, just to have dinner together with something every day new.
Hear, hear.
Yeah.
And so then you went on and you had your own children. This beautiful specimen.
Oh God.
What was that like? I'm thinking that you took what you learned from your own home growing up and imparted it with her.
Kind of hard. It's almost 4 decades. We moved to United States, finding the same ingredient I was using. It was so hard. I remember just finding cilantro, going to, I used to live in Florida, just seeing a bunch, I would grab it, and in front of cash register, the lady would ask me, "Are you going to use that for decoration?" And I would get upset.
Stop it.
No, no,
I'm kidding this, ma'am.
And nowadays, but you go everywhere. You can find everything you want. It wasn't that easy. Just to change the recipe, to bring it somehow delicious and good, appealing.
Yeah.
For me, you have to feast your eyes first.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
You enjoy it, then you start having 1 spoon or 2.
Beautiful to look at, but I can only imagine it's even more beautiful going down. Roya, that's kind of where you came in, because
I'm going to
obviously-
start some tea sipping.
Go for it.
Because I
well,
feel
wanna know
very
what
comfortable.
I want to know what we're drinking, but first I want to know, because you kind of took on the role of taking everything that your mom learned from when she could see up to the counter, and you made it kind of the twist, the Iranian American.
Definitely. Some of that was partially her, of adapting and innovating when she couldn't find the ingredients, and then some of that was me thinking, I need to learn how to make this in 10 minutes flat, not an hour or 2 hours. So just some innovation and adaptations, and you have things that are super simple and easy to put together, but they're amazing and they'll feed a crowd.
Right.
And you were sipping on Maman's special tea blend.
Yeah.
That is
Excuse
about
me.
6 different teas with saffron rock sugar in it. This is called nabat. You can buy it at Kalushjan's in the city or online.
Nabat.
And we say this is the cure for everything from cramps to heart sickness.
And even headache.
Good.
You can.
At 10:57, when you get your headache.
I will be sipping. I will be sipping this tea. It amazes me
It's
that
delicious.
you
Oh
know
my gosh.
you bring up a good point. I think in our culture, American culture, we are on a hamster wheel.
Yes.
We are running all the time that we forget to sit and have breakfast even. Is this a breakfast meal? Is
Yeah.
this, okay.
This is
So it's
only
very
breakfast,
appropriate.
yeah.
It is for breakfast.
table was not big enough to bring honey.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
She's like, we wanted to bring you more. Y'all gave us this little round table.
I know, and that's my fault. I said we should all sit at the sofa.
No, I like this because it's. I mean, I feel so honored to be a part of your small table right now. And in the cookbook, it's interesting because you kind of also get into the whole language.
Yeah, there's a glossary.
I love that. I'm not going to even try to pronounce some of the things, but can you give us a little taste of what's in the glossary?
Yeah, why don't you tell them about the word for stomach?
Stomach in Farsi is del.
Del.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Then heart is del too.
So
I get it.
it's the
Both,
same word for heart
yeah.
and stomach.
Yeah.
Well, that makes
Anything
sense.
else tells you how much food and love and life
If
are
that
connected.
if that isn't poetry, then I
Because
don't
the way
know.
to my heart is through my stomach,
This is
so
very
it makes
true.
sense.
Yeah.
What are some other words?
Nusha Jan
Yeah.
means bon appetit, but it also means may your soul be nourished.
What
with
is
this
it?
Food. Nusha Jan.
That's
Nusha
deep. I love
Nushe
that.
Jan, yeah.
Nusha
Bon
Jan.
appetit, but may your soul be nourished, Marisol.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed that. And another one, kitchen and chef are the same word also? No.
Osh Paz and Osh, it was the original word for soup and rice, became the word for cooking and kitchen and all of that. So it all started with rice and stews in our culture.
Rice, my favorite pasta.
It's my favorite pasta. It's a joke. On National Pasta Day, I said my favorite pasta was rice.
This one loves her rice. I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
So you started making all of this. I know during the pandemic, you went back home. You were like, I'm just going to start messing around with stuff. Go into Maman's pantry. Did you ever disagree about a recipe? Or let me rephrase that. Which recipes did you disagree on, and how did you?
And what did Maman have to say?
Yes.
Sometimes it was about using canned beans or dried beans, and she was like, "You gotta go dried." And I was like, "Canned is way easier. It's way quicker."
Faster, yeah.
And then
faster.
about the photographing the dishes with the rice.
TikTok?
Well, no, not that. Getting the rice in every stew. When we were photographing the cookbook, I just wanted to shoot the stew, and she'd say, "No, you can't have a stew without rice. What is that?"
Yeah.
And she'd always bring a platter of rice and a little bit of sides and
shaking
a
her
little
head. She's
extra.
like,
You cannot imagine the argument we had for that part.
Over rice.
No, a stew. This is celery stew. This is eggplant stew. Yes, Mama, but we eat that with rice. Without rice, they don't count me as a cook,
Right.
not even chef. And finally, we came to conclusion with Roya and Farah, the photographer, beautiful girl, coming to our house. Half of the picture, they did it for me. You would
see a little sliver of rice in there,
Rice,
just a
yeah.
little
So
bit.
there was a compromise.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Did you ever think when you were growing up that you would be a cookbook author?
Cookbook author, no. But I remember a long time ago, we came with family to visit my brother in Tampa, Florida. My sister, my mom, everybody going to big store, buying stuff. And I was like, at that time, I don't remember, but some places like William Sonoma, I was there finding something to make the radishes
Yes.
like flour, to come to something that make it, no, these are
Try a radish flour,
yeah.
I'm going to try a radish flour.
I just ate a fig, and oh my God.
Then
I love a fig.
I really enjoyed cooking, and it was for me comfort, relaxing,
Yeah.
enjoying. I would make it with love, and the gathering, they would love it too. Sitting just with
Bringing
me.
people to your table.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the love too. All right, let's dig in. This platter, what do we call this?
This is usually we have a bigger platter, but
She is not going to let me live that down now.
just,
She's like, that Marisol, she's real nice, but she gave me a tiny space.
Piece of that cheese with bread.
Okay.
Then
This is
lavash,
cheese.
Yeah, that's
lavash, yeah.
feta cheese.
Yeah, feta cheese.
And she,
Lavash.
she
Yeah,
put black
lavash, yeah.
caraway seeds on it. It really
Yeah.
just makes it pop. That's goat cheese, that's butter.
Yeah.
So take some cheese, take some of the veg, take some of the herbs if you like the herbs.
But I don't know if you are used to it, but
have
we
my eye on this.
usually
Is this a
have
tomato?
herbs with that feta.
This
Put
tomato
piece
is
of
gorgeous.
parsley,
Do you see
yeah.
A
this,
piece of
Bobby?
parsley.
Yeah,
Look at the
piece
size
of
of this
parsley
tomato.
with
And
your
the,
feta.
and the feta.
Feta.
The size of my
yeah.
head.
Because that's not for decoration.
No,
that is
no,
for eating.
that's-
Well, I'm remembering the cashier was like, ma'am.
And try the walnut. We usually soak the
don't you
walnut.
worry.
Oh my God,
the
this
night-
tomato.
yeah,
I mean, it looks
yeah.
like a watermelon.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so glad you made New York living a stop. on your
Of
whirlwind
course.
tour.
Yes, where are we off to next?
Yeah.
Toronto is next. We've got a sold-out book event there. We're filming some shows there, and then DC is our final stop for now.
For now.
Circle.
Full circle.
Thank you so much.
Can I say just hello to my student?
Her preschool students are watching.
Right there,
Teacher.
right there,
That camera.
right
Yeah,
there.
that
Say,
camera.
she wants to
Yeah.
say hi to. What do you want to say to them?
I just want to say, I miss you. I love you a lot, preschool too, and the whole school. Thank you so much for loving me. And in circle time, we usually send love and good wishes to everyone. And dost daram, another word means I love you for my
Oh my
school
gosh.
and my friend in Maryland. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for
Circle
Thanks for
time.
having us.
Absolutely.
This was my favorite
Come back.
circle time right here.
Please come back.
We'll be back.
There's
Your
gotta be a book too.
whirlwind tour.
Maman and Me Recipes from an Iranian American Family is available wherever you get your books. And children,